Week 4 of the 2020 NFL season kicks off today as we look forward to another week of NFL action. And a lot of crazy things have already happened in this week. Obviously, we've seen the Titans and the Steelers have to go down to an unexpected bye week because of COVID-related concerns. And we also had to see the Patriots and the Chiefs for today get postponed to tomorrow night. So we're going to be seeing the Patriots and the Chiefs playing right before the Packers and the Falcons game tomorrow night. So that should be interesting to see how all that works out. But obviously with the Titans and the Steelers, just a really messy situation there. They had to cancel their game for this week and move to a bye week. So I'm unsure as to how that's all going to work out and as to whether or not the Titans and the Steelers are even going to be able to play each other this season, which once again, everything is super fluid in that situation right now. But today I'm just going to be going over my week 4 game predictions. That's all we're going over here today. Starting out with your games, of course, going on at Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. All these times are Eastern time as well. On Thursday night, we had the Broncos and the Jets, and obviously that game is over with by now. But honestly, I did have the Broncos winning that game in a close one. It ended up being the Broncos, I believe, by 11, so it was more of an easier win for them. But still, I think the Jets are just a messy team right now, and I'm pretty sure everyone could have agreed that the Broncos would win that game. You also got the Cardinals and the Panthers coming up at noon, or actually at 1 Eastern. You got the Cardinals, of course, being favored by 3 there. I got the Cardinals in an easy win there. I think the Panthers, there's a chance that they hang around from the start, but the Cardinals will get the win in the end. Jaguars and Bengals, I've got the Bengals getting their first win of the season and the first win of Joe Burrow's career here today against the Jaguars. Bengals are favored by 3. Yeah, and I've got the Bengals here. I think the Jaguars, they actually had a decent start, but I just have the Bengals. I think Cincinnati's all around a better team than the Jaguars, especially with them being at home. So that's going to help them as well. You got the Browns as well as the Cowboys there. Cowboys are favored by 4.5. I got Dallas winning that game easily. You also have the Saints and the Lions. Saints are going to bounce back. They're actually sitting at 1-2 right now. Saints are not looking very good so far. I've got the Saints, however, winning that game in the end in an easier win. You got the Vikings and the Texans as well. Texans are favored by 3.5 there. Vikings are off to a winless start. They're currently 0-3 and all around. They're not looking like a very good team at all. I've got the Texans winning that one in a close one. I think the Vikings do hang around, but the Vikings in the end will be sent to 0-4, which is a terrible record to start off the season. Who knew that the Minnesota Vikings would be knocking on the door, starting 0-4. You got the Ravens and the Washington football team. I've got the Ravens in a blowout here. I think the Ravens going to Washington and have a huge day. I think they bounced back from their game last week against the Chiefs, and they have a huge win against Washington here today. You got the Chargers and the Buccaneers. I've got the Buccaneers win that one pretty easily as well. Once again, your bye week teams are the Titans and the Steelers this week. Coming out also at 1 Eastern, you got the Seahawks and the Dolphins. Seahawks traveling down to Miami. I've got Seattle winning that game pretty easily. Then for the first game in your late window, you got the Giants and the Rams. Rams are favored big time in that one, 13.5. So it's pretty much expecting a blowout there, but I think it's going to be closer than what the spread is thinking at least. I think the Rams do get a win, but the Giants, there's a chance that they do hang around just a little bit for some amount of time, at least in the first half. But the Giants all around are also a messy team. They've got a lot to figure out if they're going to be a good team anytime soon. Got the Colts and the Bears, probably one of the better games of the day there. I've got the Colts winning that one on the road in a close one. I think it's going to be a very close matchup. Bears are definitely going to be hanging around, but I think the Colts and Philip Rivers do get a big win there in Chicago. You got the Bills and the Raiders. I've got the Raiders winning this one. This is my one big upset pick this week. Otherwise, I'm really picking I'm really favoring the favored teams this week is what you could say. Obviously, you've got several games that I think, like for example, you could pick the Dolphins over the Seahawks, but I just don't think that would be very reasonable. So, yeah, I've got most of my picks being favored towards the leader in the spread. But as far as it goes for the Bills and the Raiders, I've got the Raiders winning that one over the Bills. I think Buffalo is a decent team, but yeah, the Raiders, I think the Raiders do get a big upset here this week. Obviously, they've already knocked off the Saints in that stadium, so why not? It could easily happen to the Bills as well. There's a very heavy chance that it does. Got the Eagles and the 49ers. I've got the Niners winning that one here tonight in a close matchup. I think it's going to be closer than what people are thinking. If you go around and ask people, a lot of people will say the Eagles or the Niners will win it in a blowout. But I think the 49ers do get a win, but it's just going to be in a much closer game. Patriots and the Chiefs, first game of your doubleheader tomorrow night. I got the Chiefs winning that one at home against the Patriots. Kansas City's looking great right now, no doubt on that. So watch out for them in that one. But I've got the Chiefs winning that one once again on Monday night. You also have at 8:50 on Monday night. That game actually got postponed just about a half hour. It's going to be the Falcons and the Packers. It's going to be in Green Bay. Packers are favored by 6.5. I've got the Packers easily here. I think the main game for tomorrow night is now going to be the Patriots and the Chiefs. That should be a fun matchup for sure. But yeah, that being said, that wraps up my week 4 game predictions for this week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you disagree with anything here, also let me know what you think is your biggest upset pick for this week as well. I'd be kind of interested to hear what your thoughts are on that. But yeah, then again, thanks again for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more from All Sports Central, and I'll see you all later.